guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Erin. I'm 25 years old, and as of a few days ago, I now live in Nashville, Tennessee. If you've been following me over the last couple of years, you know that I used to live in Pittsburgh, but as of last week, I packed up my car and I moved down to Nashville. That's where I currently am. I moved into this apartment 5 or 6 days ago, and the apartment's coming together pretty well. I'll definitely be filming an apartment tour once I get my apartment totally put together, but I am so obsessed with how it's coming together so far. But with the move out of state, a lot has changed about my finances, especially with my budget. So I wanted to sit down and make this video super quick, going over what my monthly budget looks like now that I'm in Nashville. I completely redid my budget because not only some of my expenses are changing, but also the income side is changing as well. Tennessee doesn't have any state income tax, so that's making my income a little bit different than it was when I was in Pittsburgh. So we redid the budget, and again, I wanted to make this video just breaking down what my budget is going to look like moving forward. I have my budget template pulled up here that we're going to be talking to. I'll put the link to this budget template in the description of this video. I am obsessed with my budget template. I love it so much. Over 20,000 of you have downloaded this template, and I get the best feedback about it, which I've been using this template personally over the last couple of years, and I love it so much. So I will put that in the description of this video, but this is what we're going to be talking through, so let's get into it. On the income side, like I said, my income is changing a little bit just because Tennessee doesn't have any state income tax, so that's making my income a little bit higher than it was in Pittsburgh. My post-tax monthly salary now is $3,805. For a little bit of context on my income, I am totally self-employed, so that's the amount that I pay myself as a salary every single month. But then on top of that, I'm able to take what's called distribution, so essentially just transferring money from my business bank account to my personal bank account, and I'm currently taking a $3,000 monthly distribution. So that brings my total after-tax income to $6,805 a month. Next, let's talk through all of the needs in my budget. My needs as they stand account for exactly 50% of my budget. I don't really try to stick to like the 50-30-20 budget method, but it just so happens that my needs are right around 50%. The biggest change in my budget with the move is my rent. My rent did go up to $2,300 a month. I moved into honestly what I consider to be my dream apartment in Nashville. When I was in Pittsburgh, I liked my apartment. It was very nice, but I didn't really spend a lot of time comparing apartments for like the aesthetic purposes. When I decided I wanted to move down to Nashville, I was like, okay, I'm 25, I'm making a good amount of money. I really want to invest into like my dream apartment, especially because I'm here all day, every day working from home. It's in the perfect area. It's beautiful. I'm on the top floor and I have like the best skyline view of the city. The amenities are perfect. I could not love this apartment complex more. So I'm okay with the price, and $2,300 a month also includes internet and a couple other utilities. So it's honestly not that bad. This is a 2-bedroom. My second bedroom is an office space, and I can write that off. So 25% of my rent can be written off for tax purposes, again, because I'm self-employed. So that brings my effective rent down a little bit lower as well. Other than that, I'm budgeting $200 a month for electric, $300 a month for groceries. I just got groceries the other day for the first time in Nashville, and I definitely did notice that groceries were a little bit more expensive here than they are in Pittsburgh, but $300 a month, I shouldn't have a problem sticking to them. I'm really trying to get back into a meal prep routine, and I feel like when I meal prep, I waste a lot less food and I take less frequent trips to the grocery store because I actually have food prepped and ready to go. Gas, I'm budgeting $150 a month. Pet insurance, I spend $85 a month on Bella's pet insurance. This is 2 types of pet insurance. One is for accident and illness insurance, and that's around $35 a month. And then I also pay $50 a month to Bella's primary care vet. This covers a lot of costs associated with giving her like office visits, shots, and things like that. I pay $20 a month for renter's insurance, and then I budgeted $200 a month for car insurance. I have 60 days to switch my car insurance from Pittsburgh to Nashville, and I don't know if the price is going to go up, so I did budget $200 a month for that. And then last, I always keep a $150 miscellaneous expense category in my budget. I just feel like there's always things that come up like medicine, doctor's appointment. That's sort of like a catch-all category if a transaction doesn't fit elsewhere in my budget. The next category in the template is the debt payment section, and as you'll see, this is blank because I actually became debt-free in 2023. If you followed any of my net worth update videos, you've heard me talk about this before, but by the end of 2023, I paid off my student loans and my car loan, and this has been such a game changer for my finances because obviously if you have a lot of debt, then that's taking up like a lot lot of your monthly budget. So I'm able to take all of the money that I was spending on my student loans and my car loan and really apply that to my savings and my investments, which you'll see. The next category is the wants category, and this is obviously all of my discretionary spending for the month. Since I am new to Nashville, I'm trying to be super lenient with myself and really give myself permission to spend and enjoy my life over the next couple of months. It is summer, I'm new to the city, I want to go out and make friends and be able to go to dinners and do things like that. So you'll definitely see that reflective in my budget. I'm budgeting $500 a month for food and drinks, and this feels very insane. My budget in Pittsburgh definitely was not this high. But one, dining out is more expensive here. We went to dinner last weekend and I was like, okay, this is definitely more expensive than it is in Pittsburgh. And again, I just really want to give myself permission to go out, try new places. If I'm going on little like friend dates to try to meet new friends, I want to be able to go to restaurants, go to happy hours, get drinks at the bar next to shopping. And I'm also giving myself a $500 a month shopping budget, which again is definitely higher than it was in Pittsburgh. I purged my closet so much coming down to Nashville because I just realized that all of my clothes were so old and I never wore any of them. So I really want to take the next couple of months to rebuild my wardrobe in an intentional way and buy pieces that I actually love. I'm budgeting $100 a month for fitness. I just signed up for a new gym membership and my gym membership is $100 a month. And this definitely is expensive for me because my gym membership in Pittsburgh was not even close to as expensive as this. I also do have a gym at my apartment complex and it is a pretty nice gym, but going to the gym and working out is like my one and only hobby at this point. I also work from home, so I'm very against apartment complex gyms just because going to the gym is the one time of my day that I get to leave the apartment, get in my car, drive somewhere. So I found a gym that I absolutely love, and when they said it was $100 a month, I was like, okay, I'm paying for it because I know that I'm going to get my money's worth. I'm budgeting $200 a month for household and pet items. On the household side, this is like cleaning supplies and things like that, just miscellaneous things that I have to pick up here and there. And then on the pet side is obviously like dog food, toys, if Bella needs medicine, anything like that. Just like on the needs side, I also like to keep a miscellaneous wants category for $150 a month. And this is just a catch-all category. So if I have to like take an Uber, anything that doesn't fit in a different discretionary income category will go into miscellaneous wants. And then last, I budget $50 a month for subscription. The last two categories are on the savings and the investment side. Like I said, I paid off all of my debt by the end of 2023, which really did free up a lot of room in my budget to be able to save and invest. First, on the savings side, I have 3 savings buckets, or what I like to call sinking funds, that I'm saving for. And essentially what a sinking fund is it's just a separate bucket in my high yield savings account. So as you can see, I have like vacation. So I have a vacation savings account where every single month I have an automatic transfer set to transfer $300 into that vacations bucket so that when I go to take a trip, I have that money saved already so that I'm not totally blowing my budget in the month that I'm taking the trip. Same thing with my Christmas bucket. I set aside $200 a month every single month for Christmas presents so that when Christmas comes around, I have money to buy Christmas presents for the people that I care about. And then my last sinking fund is my favorite sinking fund. It's called Fun Money. Currently, I'm putting $400 a month into my Fun Money sinking fund. Again, every single month, automatically $400 goes from my checking into my Fun Money sinking fund. And this is money that I am setting aside without a clear purpose as to why I'm saving the money. However, when there's kind of like a big purchase that I want to splurge on, I have that money sitting there. So for example, I just moved and I'm spending a lot of money moving. A lot of the money that I spent on furniture and breaking my lease, a lot of that came out of my Fun Money sinking fund because I'm putting $400, $500 a month into this account. The high yield savings account that I use lets you easily set up a ton of different buckets to save for as many sinking funds as you want to. And again, I set it up automatically so that automatically every single month that money is being dispersed to the right place so that I don't even have to think about saving and hitting my financial goals. And then last is on the investment side, I really prioritize investing $1,000 a month into my brokerage account. This portion of my budget only includes post-tax investments, so I am also investing in retirement accounts. I personally use a solo 401k because I'm self-employed, but it works the exact same as like a 401k if you are employed. However, I don't include my solo 401k investments in my monthly budget because those are pre-tax investments and the income portion of this budget template is post-tax. So I'm only including my post-tax brokerage account investments for the purposes of my monthly budget. I'll include the links to the high yield savings account and also the investment account that I use in the description of this video. And that is how I set up my monthly budget as a 25-year-old that just recently moved to Nashville. If you want to see Again, this is only how I set up my budget, but what's most important is that I'm making sure that I'm sticking to my budget every single month. I have really strong habits around tracking my spending to make sure that the money that I'm spending is actually aligned with the budget that I set for myself. So if you want to see exactly how I track my spending using my budget template, I can make an entire separate video on that as well. Again, I'll link my template and all of the accounts that I use in the description of this video. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this video, and thank you for following along.